A man had 3 daughters who were all married to trolls. The man went to visit one daughter, and she wished for beef broth for the meal and asked her father to get some. Instead, her troll husband simply rammed his head into a spike in the wall, and soon they had enough broth to eat. The troll even gave him a sack full of money and sent him on his way. The man left the sack lying on the ground because he wished to hurry home to see if his pregnant cow had yet given birth. His wife told him it had not, and went back with him to get the money, but it was taken by a thief, and she was quite upset with him. He told her he had learned his lesson, though, and that the money wasn't important. Next, he went to visit another one of his daughters, and they needed light to see. The troll said candles were unnecessary, and simply stuck his hand in the fire, giving them all the light they needed. This troll gave him 2 bags of money, and he lost them the same way as the first. His wife was frustrated, but once again he said he had learned his lesson. He then went to see his 3rd daughter, and they wished for fish to eat. Her troll husband had them row out to the lake, and once his wife said that his eyes looked green, he went into the water and came out with a multitude of fish. He gave his father-in-law 3 bags of money, which he lost foolishly in the same manner. Once again, he claimed he had learned a valuable lesson. Not long after, the man was with his wife at home, and they needed broth, so he tried to jam his head on a spike. Unfortunately, this failed to produce any broth, and he was miserable for a while afterwards due to his self-inflicted injury. Soon they needed light to see, and instead of candles, he burned himself sticking his hand in the fire, attempting to replicate what the troll had done. Eventually, they needed food, and his wife wished for fish to eat. He wanted to show her he could be a good provider without buying food, and thus asked her to come with him into a boat to get the fish. They rowed out to the lake, and he asked her if his eyes were green, and she said no. Eventually, he simply convinced her to tell him his eyes looked green, although they did not. Imitating the troll, he went into the water to scoop up the fish, and he never surfaced again.